Games and game-like activities are very important for developing a context for communication, especially with young children. And in this assignment, I added the sponges, a game activity, and also a song that are all related to body parts. Most of the people knows about the common game Simon Says, Simón dice for the Spanish class. I normally play Simon Says, to review different vocabulary. It can be commands, it can be countries and capitals. In this case, I'm using it to practice body parts. It's related to, total physical response. I would give commands such as toca tu cabeza, touch your head, toca tu nariz, touch your nose. But I do it also with a twist because sometimes with Simon Says, as soon as somebody loses, they take a more passive role and they're just sitting down waiting for everybody. Well, in this case, it depends on the level of the students and also their age. I would allow them to have the students give the commands to the class, those students who are out, and then they can take turns within the students who are out, on giving commands, repeating constantly, the vocabulary that we are trying to reinforce. For the activity, I decided to do what is a collage, which is called Mi Monstruo, My Monster, where students get a piece of white paper, and they have all body parts, spread in front of them. And as I call them out, they can pick out as many, body parts, like for example, heads, as many heads as they want to create their own monster. What I like about this activity is that it kind of goes with every single one of the guidelines that you can see on our class book by Curtin and Dahlberg. Focus on communicative language sounds. In here, we're going to be talking about, it has a head. It has a head. It has legs. It has arms. Engages all learners. Young learners love to create their own, monsters. Also, it provides suspense, but avoids competition in the sense that after they create their monster, they can share, their own monsters, and they can ask each other, about the monsters. Also, depending on what level, they are at. Um, this also keeps the students, motivated. Every single one of them would have a different one. Um, and um, they can give their monster their name, which also catches always their attention. Lastly, to go with the activity of body parts, I chose a song called Las Partes del Cuerpo by Rocalingua. This song is compatible with the level, of the students um, at the elementary level. When teaching a song, it is very important to prepare the students before we would go line by line, word by word, what it means, and practice together. Then we would sing a line at a time and also add some rhythm. It can be with them, matching the specific body part and repeating the words. Um, Sometimes the students like to add a verse if it's something that they bring into game. I would add it, and it's very important that as teachers we show them that we enjoy the singing, and then they will join in as well. You would be surprised how many times you find your students singing these songs outside of the classroom. So the impact that songs make on learning a foreign language, it's very important.